Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Mike and T-Roy. T, how you doing, buddy?
Not bad for a hump day. How about yourself?
Not too bad for a hump day. I'm very glad, actually. I got my epidural scheduled.
Okay.
This is a big step, T.
That's a start.
This is big. So, yeah, I got to wait till Monday, the 19th.
Something tells me there's going to be a global referral issue.
No, it's already gone through.
Okay.
It's already gone through.
Yeah.
I've already filled out the paperwork online.
Okay.
I had a 10-minute interview this morning.
All right.
With the Novi Surgery Center of Novi or whatever it is.
Okie dokie.
And they're like, I'm like,
Oh, is this Haggerty between 12 and 13 Mile?
something like that. Why?
Because that's where I went.
Really?
Yeah, it's a fucking machine.
Grand River by 11 Mile
Oh, no.
is where it is. But they've probably got a couple locations.
No, it's different.
Yeah. Well, I imagine they make a shit ton on these. Like they're like, yeah, the doctor comes in at 9:30 and his last is at 1:30. So they just got a train of us coming in and they're just jacking us all up.
Yep.
And she
Face
said,
down, ass up, sir.
Yeah, she's like this and this and this, and you're gonna do this and maybe wear a robe and blah blah blah. I was like, okay. And then she's like, anesthesia. I was like, what was that part? Anesthesia? Because our boy Tooch has gone through this, and he had the local. And then you're awake, and they're shooting you, and he's like, yeah, it's kind of uncomfortable, and it's a little weird, and they got the X-ray machine going and all that, and so
they got to watch what they're doing when they're shoving a needle in your spine.
Yeah,
It's a big needle.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and so
Make sure they show it to you before you stick it in there.
Dude, I'm gonna go in with a fucking mask on, blinding myself, and I was like, because Tooch then for his second one got knocked out. And he was like, oh, yeah, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Because you're only knocked out for like 15 minutes while they do the
And you
procedure.
wake up and you're good.
Yeah. And so I was like, can I do that one? And they're like, well, they've got you on the schedule as this. And I'm like, I'm not fucking with it.
Right.
I don't want to. Well, we could do that in 3 months. And so we've taken you off the schedule for that. We'll see you in 3 months. Click. I can't deal with that. So
for your next one, you can do that.
Yeah. So I don't know what to expect. I'm a little terrified, but anything that will help.
Sure, let's hope.
I'm in favor of. I know I've heard great things and bad things. That's what's frustrating because for some people it works right away. Some people it takes 2 or 3. Some people it never works.
Right.
Did you get this?
I did.
Yeah?
I had one.
And?
I got nothing. Did not help at all.
Shit. I'm afraid of that because when my neck goes out, it's like, oh, go to the chiropractor or go get a massage, get a therapy massage, blah, blah, and I've done it, and that shit never, ever works for me. It's like when my neck locks up, it's over. It's locked up for days, and there's no amount of tweaking, massage, therapy that's going to work. It just doesn't, and so that's my fear with the back, but we'll see.
Yeah, when I first got mine, this was a while back before the pain had actually set in. It was just numb and weak. I just had the drop foot and that shit.
So you're feeling that in your right leg or foot?
No, well, I mean it's numb basically. My legs and my feet are numb essentially. Yeah, I don't feel shit. So
you're like, was it Deeds?
Yeah,
the guy couldn't feel his foot.
Yeah, let's not stab it with any pokers.
Yeah, I'll stab you with a poker, light it on fire.
Yeah, no, I kept going through there and. It was asking me, my pain. What's your pain? 1 to 10. And I kept saying 0. I don't have pain. I have
numbness.
Issues. I have weakness. I have,
numbness is almost as bad.
It is.
It's a fucking weird feeling, man.
And it's changed now. Now I have pain.
Yeah.
But at the time, I really didn't. That's just what was going on. And so, I finally got to the point where I was face down, ass up on the table waiting to get the epidural. I had said 0 about 4 times on the way to get to that point.
Yeah.
And, doctor comes in all set. Okay, what's your pain? I said 0.
What are you doing here?
Yeah. And they're like, well, this isn't going to fucking help you. I was like, cool. Great.
But they did it anyways because they could charge your insurance company.
No, actually, she was like, why are you here? Why is not going to help? And I'm like, well, my ass is up in the air, and you got a needle in your hand. Fucking, let's just try it.
Yeah.
Why not? I'm already here. So.
Well.
But hopefully
with me, it helps with the pain. Tooch has been kind of coaching me through this, and he's like, the first one where he really noticed that was when he first got up in the morning wasn't as painful. And that's when I'm most painful. Like, first thing in the morning is a nightmare. Horrible. And as the day goes on, it kind of gets a little bit better, comparatively speaking to what it was in the morning. So if that's that first shot and it, takes my pain down a little bit, that would be amazing.
All right,
for
let's
first
hope.
step. So
Fingers crossed. Next Monday, right?
yeah, next Monday.
Okay.
Next Monday. It's kind of weird too. They're like, you're middle of the pack, so I'm guessing like 10:45-ish arrival, but we'll call you the day before and tell you. And
Yeah.
like, it's the first appointment I've had where they don't give you a hard time.
Exactly.
It's
Right.
weird.
Be here 20 minutes early to fill out the paperwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wish me the best, everybody. I don't know what to expect, but
Thoughts and prayers.
should be fun. Thank you. I need all the tapas I can get. I really do. All right. What's going on in the world, T?
Oh, boy. Who knows?
Yeah. A lot, actually.
Is there?
Yeah, sort of.
King
I
Charles
don't know.
has sausage fingers.
What's that?
King Charles has sausage fingers.
He does? Chuck?
Big old fatties, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
The new king?
Yep.
What? I didn't see this. I
really?
can't get
No,
past the queen dying stories fast enough. I don't mean to be rude, but we don't have a queen and a king in this country. We're not a monarch,
Right? How
And so
woke are we then? We have a male queen now. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
I heard someone talking about how she was queen for 30% of America's existence.
Yeah, like been a minute.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So he's got big old fat fingers? Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah. You didn't know this one?
No.
Yeah, look at them hogs.
Yeah, there's some sausage fingers. What the hell's going on there?
I don't know. But
Because he doesn't look huge.
Nope. But those look all puffed up there, don't they? They look
Yeah.
like they blew into a rubber glove
Yeah.
and like blew it up like that. That's what it looks like.
It's exactly what it looks like. It looks like Dr. Evil, too. Those hands with the
Yeah.
pinky ring
Exactly.
and the gray suit.
The laser.
Yeah. $1 million.
So yeah, besides his sausage fingers, I don't know. What else is going on? You got me there.
Well, you know who's trending all the time on Twitter? It's crazy. Rogan, yes, not in a minute.
Okay.
The other two names that I see trending almost daily, Ashley Babbitt and Kyle Rittenhouse. Still,
Really?
yes,
Still?
yes.
Babbitt. What? Really?
Yeah, Ashley Babbitt to some is a hero, who was strong in her beliefs
Yeah.
about shenanigans
Yep.
going on with the election, and she wasn't going to take it. And the vast majority of people on Twitter think she's a terrorist,
Yep.
who traitor to her country and deserved everything she got. It's sad that that's the state of it. Like, someone lost their life, and that should just be enough to be
Yeah.
like, let's not piss on the grave of an American vet. I kind of have that attitude, but I understand, if you're going to fuck around in a situation like that,
Yeah.
it seems weird that they've never looked into that. Like, there was one shot fired that day.
Yep.
And that was that one.
Yeah, I mean, I think that one's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
And I really don't have.
She was
too
coming
much,
through a window, I think,
Yeah,
right?
I don't really have too much of an issue with that. I mean, at some point you have to stand your ground.
Yeah.
You have to make a stand, and if that you're the last line of defense there, and all of a sudden you've been breached.
Yeah.
Somebody's coming through. It doesn't matter that it was a girl. You don't know that it's a girl. You don't know whether they have weapons. You don't know what their intentions are.
Yeah, yeah.
In that situation.
And being fair, like we always are to the police, kind of giving them the benefit of
course,
the doubt.
yeah.
They're supposed to be the good guys,
Mm-hmm.
and when handling quote unquote bad guys, that's a dangerous spot to be in. But
Exactly.
you kind of go, okay, I'm gonna, this guy's a career criminal and this guy's law enforcement. I'm gonna side with him initially, and if we
Yeah.
find out that,
Yeah, I mean, his job is to protect the people in the Capitol.
right.
And that's his job.
Mm-hmm.
And there was people coming in, and you don't really have the time, and it was a mob.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
No doubt about
and
it.
when you watch documentaries
And I
on
can
it,
only
they give
imagine
you a
what
little.
the radio traffic going back and forth was like, and
Yeah.
what you had heard, from the people
Awful.
once they got in.
Awful.
So yeah, I can imagine you. Just I have absolutely no problem with that.
Yeah.
With that kill, with that shot, with that cop, any of it. She rolled the dice, she lost.
Yeah.
and that's fine with me.
Well, it's
I'm
just
not saying I'm not saying she deserved it. I'm just saying that
that's what
it's
can
justified.
happen, and we say that every time there's a riot going on in Kenosha or there's a riot in Minnesota, and
Yep.
you want to give the benefit of the doubt to cops when they're getting bricks hurled at them and frozen bottles of piss,
Exactly.
Molotov cocktails. You know what I mean? Like it's. For Ashley, no, it's weird though that she's trending all the time, and a lot of it's just pure evil. It's like, hey, just wanted to. I see Ashley Babbitt trending. I just wanted to come on here and remind you what a traitor to her country she was, and fuck around and fight. Like, there's no sympathy for anybody or empathy. It's just,
not
it's
for
like
that side.
No, she wasn't on our team, so fuck her, and I'm glad she's dead. I wish all of them were dead. You know, it's just like, wow. You know, Kyle Rittenhouse is another one who's trending all the time, and he's trending again today because the man who was caught on video firing that first shot in the air when he's trying to run away, that guy has been arrested again.
Oh.
Yeah, shocker.
Really?
Yeah, Joshua Zeminski and his wife Kelly.
Okay.
Good-looking couple.
What'd they do now?
Armed robbery.
Oh, no kidding.
Armed burglary.
Oh, man.
False imprisonment, intimidation, ID theft. Details of the crime spree were not immediately available. Well,
You did pretty good there.
Right?
I could paint a picture in my brain of about what went down there.
Yeah. He was arrested following the riots on a gun charge as well as arson for his alleged role in setting a trailer on fire. Was that the dumpster that they were pushing? Remember the dumpster?
Yeah.
I think that's what they mean by trailer, maybe?
Maybe not. I'm not sure. There was quite a few fires, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Throughout those peaceful protests.
A video of the riot showed him firing a handgun in the air as Rittenhouse ran for his life. The then 17-year-old shot 3 people who chased and attacked him, including Joseph Rosenbaum, Anthony Huber. I can't remember which one was fucking little kids.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one.
I don't want to confuse these because one of them was beating their wife and the other one was fucking children. Yeah. I can't remember which is which, but I don't have a problem with them being off the earth either.
Generally, no.
Yeah. They both died, by the way. He wounded Gage Grosskreutz.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He eviscerated?
No.
Evaporated.
Vaporized.
Shit.
I think it's vaporized.
I think it is vaporized, but
He pulled a gun out, and Kyle was like, "Hold my beer!" It just fucking vaporized his arm. Just blew it up. He's like, He'll never be the same. Never.
Oh man,
poor guy.
Yeah.
So jury found him. He was defending himself during the riot, which sparked by police shooting of an armed black man, Jacob Blake. He was acquitted on all charges last November. We all know this. We covered this. Rittenhouse, who lived with his mom across the state border in Illinois, worked as a lifeguard in Kenosha. His dad lived in Kenosha.
Cross state lines
with a gun. His father lived there. He had agreed to help provide security for local merchants on the night of the riots and was armed with an AR-15 style rifle. He was acquitted of the weapons charge, too. After his acquittal, he became a symbol of self-defense to many on the right, while the critics claimed he got away with murder. Critics, honestly, who didn't watch the trial, is what I would say.
No, critics that have a narrative to push.
Yeah.
That it doesn't matter, the facts be damned. The ones that still call him a murderer.
Yeah, and that's so many people.
Oh, I know.
I have to get off there because it's just like, it's so frustrating because we watched the trial. We actually watched the trial.
I watched quite a bit of it, yeah.
We interviewed Matt Orfala.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who had the documentary on it, and it was so clear. It was so obvious these charges were not going to stick. It was so crystal clear to anybody watching it what a joke the prosecution was. He
was a clown.
Hilarious. Yeah. And if you've ever watched a trial and you see what's being talked about in the media, and then when they're under oath, and you see the reality of it, it all fell into place, and it was like, this is hilarious.
That was one of those kind of moments for me when I could watch, a good portion of that trial. I mean, I'm not around all day, but I watched a good portion of it. And then watch the news coverage of it later that day and have it be completely the opposite of what actually happened.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, are you just lying on purpose, or is that what you actually think happened? Is that what somebody told you and that's what you're reporting? Like, how does this get so flipped?
It's so weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a weird feeling because it's almost like they're saying, look, we understand 85% of our viewers are not going to be able to watch this trial. They're going to have jobs and whatever. 15% are going to know we're totally full of shit, but they'll be drowned out by the 85% who didn't watch it, pick up our narrative on CNN or MSNBC, and then they just parrot those talking points without ever seeing a second of the trial, which was clownish. Clownish if you watched it. Hilarious.
Yeah.
So, but he trends
And
all the time too.
Thank
and
goodness
it's-
for the amount of video that they were
Yeah.
able to put together. Because without that, probably wouldn't have been the same outcome.
Yeah.
But they were able to put together every single second
Yeah.
from multiple angles
Yeah.
most of the time. With some with audio.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's really, really crazy. And then it's like, oh, well, I guess that makes sense. That all adds up.
Yeah, and he's an amazing shot.
Really did
17-year-old kid.
Yeah, did pretty good. Yeah.
but you know, if you read comments on Twitter and opinion pieces and stuff like that, they want this kid to never work. They want him to never be able to get into a school. Like anytime it's announced, oh, he's thinking about going to Texas or he's thinking about going to Arizona State, there is this mad rush to deny this kid any fucking level of education. It's just wild. And I'm assuming it's just because he's a white, 17-year-old kid, that they
Yeah.
don't, I don't know. I can't make sense of it because the trial was so obvious.
It was
what we were watching.
and it played out the way it should have. Fortunately, because a lot of times it doesn't seem like it does.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that court of public opinion takes over.
Yeah. Boy, is that a bastard, huh? And
I
it's,
thought perhaps it would have been your boy trending today.
oh yeah, we'll get to him next.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a different world that we're all trying to figure out right now. This idea of anything that happens in the country, we're all privy to now, where it just never was that way pre-social media.
Yeah.
Not only did not almost anybody have an opinion or a voice or a platform, you had to actually work in media to have that. Otherwise, a few rock stars here and there would babble on stage. But you didn't know if some riot broke out in Kenosha. It just wasn't big enough news to affect your local papers. Maybe USA Today would cover it a
Yeah,
little.
when it got big enough, it would make national news.
Right.
But that's about it.
Yeah. And you look at,
And there wasn't the 24-hour news coverage like it was.
Yeah.
Like there is now.
yeah.
It was a blurb on the 7 o'clock news, retold at 11, and that's it.
Yeah. And it's always weird, like what gets picked up. You think of like Scott Peterson, Lacey Peterson, Connor Peterson, right? Wife pregnant with a kid and gets murdered probably by Scott Peterson. And it gets like that dude must have been praying for any O.J. Simpson in the world to fucking do something.
Something.
Knock me off the front pages. That dude dominated the front pages forever.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? This is a simple, like women are murdered every day by
All the
shitty
time.
husbands.
Yep.
Why did this little case in Northern California become the world's news?
Yeah, I mean, you can't explain how and why.
Yeah.
like that blonde girl that got killed by her boyfriend not too long ago went missing.
The head?
No. It was on the news. The kid ended up killing himself.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
teenagers, whatever.
Yeah.
But that dominated. I mean, okay,
Yeah.
girls go missing all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it's a good thing,
Right.
But it doesn't dominate the news for days and weeks, and so why that story picked up so much traction?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's to say? Because she was a good-looking girl. She looked good on the wanted poster.
Yeah.
Or the
And I
missing
agree with
poster.
critics who say a black girl goes missing. She does not get that kind of reporting.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I said you can't explain why or how they
Yeah.
what gets traction and what doesn't.
Kyle Rittenhouse, I get because it was the
of
the
course.
Black Lives Matter riots that he was
that
at.
made total sense. That
And-
was a huge deal.
Yeah, and you can argue, should he have been there? Well, should they have been there?
Right.
I mean,
that's an old
it's an old argument, but it's crazy. Like this kid's forever, whatever, put in that position, and I don't know. It's weird, but I guess we'll just continue to see him trending all the time, and people just absolutely hate him.
Yeah.
Hate him. It's just wild,
Yeah, well, once he wins all those lawsuits, those defamation suits,
Yeah.
he should take his money and just move to Canada or something.
Yeah,
get out of there.
I don't know what's going on with that. There's
It's
always rumors that he's suing CNN and they've settled with him, and then you hear stuff like they haven't filed a single suit. So I don't know what to make of that.
I'm not sure. I mean, they would
Talking
be
about
crazy.
suing Biden.
Yeah, I mean, it would be crazy for there not to be.
Yeah.
Especially, and I mean, it could still just be loading up ammo. Okay,
Yeah.
just keep calling me a murderer. Just
Yep.
keep calling me a murderer. Check that. Check that. Check that.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. That's a mill every time you say it. Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
I'd really like to know how much Nick Sandman got.
Yeah,
You know,
they've
that
been
would
really
be-
quiet about that number.
Yeah. And
but
that could
I'm
be
sure it
anywhere
was-
from $1 million to fucking 250 million.
Yeah.
You just have no idea
Right.
what that is.
Yeah,
I'd love to know.
even
though.
the numbers that are out there are speculation. There's
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember. I remember hearing some numbers. It was more than $1 million.
Oh yeah.
But again, that's not proven in any
Yeah,
way.
it's like trying to find out how much Tracy Morgan got from Walmart. You know what I mean? Did he get 200 million? Did he get 20? What's the?
Yeah.
But he made out.
Oh, I'm sure.
Hey, wanted to mention radiofor1.com.
Good.
You can listen to the show there if you choose. Buy merch, t-shirts, tank tops, sweatshirts, the Amazon link,
Dope gear like this.
like that beautiful t-shirt that T-Roy's wearing right now.
May not look this good on you, but give her a shot.
Yeah, try your best. The Amazon link, I personally used our Amazon link today.
Congratulations,
I had
sir.
to buy some reams of paper.
Getting our own little kickback.
Yep.
Like it.
So it's like getting something on sale for us at that point. Amazon Canada, Groupon, link to our Patreon page. Love our Patreon page.
Absolutely. In fact, we have a new member.
Who do we got?
We have Jonathan Gordon.
John Gordon.
John Gordon.
Gordo.
Comish's son.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another 2 first namer. So,
How is he spelling Jonathan?
Jonathon.
So he didn't. Is the other one Jhon?
Yeah, there's no H. There is no H,
I don't know
just-
which one we trust or which one we.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that, Jonathan?
I am. That is, yeah, I'm not sure what's technically proper, with or without the H, technically.
Yeah. Well, it's obvious.
I wonder if he goes by John, with or without an H, or if he just goes Jon.
Yeah. Well, this has been long settled with the Johnsons of the world.
Yeah.
They're using the H.
Yes.
I don't know what he's doing.
This is Jonathan. This
Yeah.
is different. This is a completely different ballgame, sir.
Yeah.
So anyway, Jonathan, no
Welcome.
H, welcome aboard, sir.
Yeah. Happy to have you.
Very
We
nice.
need more Jonathans in the world. Is what we need.
Yes, sir.
My Pillow is there. Use promo code TDC. Now, I got an interesting message from a listener who wanted to try the coffee because I was bragging about it, and
It
they
is delightful.
could not find it. And I was
find
like, what? MyStore.com.
yeah.
And it's on the front page. So I guess Lindell has started like letting entrepreneurs, he's backing entrepreneurs of America. And so he's not there collecting beans and grinding them up. But,
No.
you know, he's given them a front and a platform to do that. The slides are the shit. I can't take them off. They're awesome. If you're on the fence, get yourself a pair. They're regular size. I wear a 9. I got a 9. They're perfect. They actually make my back feel a little better.
Awesome.
Because they're so cushiony. I love them. I think you'll love them too. But yeah, mystore.com. Promo code TDC will work there as well.
That's impressive.
You can get the coffee.
Yeah.
So
There's quite a few things in there. It's a nice
Yeah.
spot to start perusing for some Christmas gifts.
exactly. And the Giza sheets, you can't beat them. And that leads us to our next story. Oh, Mike Lindell. They want this guy so bad. He's another one that trends all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And people just, and it's like,
I was playing dumb. That's who I was thinking was going to be trending today. Was good old Lindell.
oh yeah, he is. He's trending quite often. They cancel him at every turn. The vitriol and hatred for this guy is next level, man. It's unbelievable. You know?
The pillow guy.
The pillow guy. We need to take down the pillow guy.
Yeah.
You know, and he's got strong opinions. I get it. Who cares? There are people that have strong opinions on lots of things, and it's like, okay, you know, whatever. That election felt fucking weird. It did, if you're being honest. I could read you the Time magazine article that came out, you know, a year and a half ago or whatever, that broke down how they fucking stole that election. It's a massive Time magazine article. You know, I was off the air at the time. I still have it in my possession. It's so mind-blowing that nobody discusses it. And what went down for real, how everything worked in concert to make sure Trump didn't win the election.
Yeah, Mike had a whole like symposium, right? Is that what he called it?
Yeah.
About how the election was stolen.
Yeah.
That put him right up on there.
Yeah.
Right up on the radar, target
Yeah.
on his back.
Well, he's got a little bit of a platform. He's got President Trump's ear. And, you know, they love to point to him being a crackhead and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah.
just, you know,
I mean, we've all been there. Am I right?
Yeah, who hasn't been there? We've all been alkies and druggies and whatever.
Right.
I haven't turned myself around to be a 500 billionaire or 500 millionaire.
He's doing better than the rest of us.
Yeah, he is. And in my personal opinion, he's fucking hilarious and a fun guy to hang out with. He really is. He claims during a live stream that the FBI surrounded my vehicle while he was on a hunting trip. I don't know if he was geese hunting, duck hunting. I don't know what kind of hunting is in season right now.
I have no idea.
Really?
I'm not an avid hunter.
Well, I know, but you're a man's man. I would think you would know, like, it's fishing season, or
I mean, it's not hunting.
yeah, it sort of
We go
is.
hunting fish.
You're hunting fish.
I guess technically.
Yeah. They seized my cell phone. The search warrant that Lindell was served appeared to be in connection to Colorado County Clerk Tina Peters, who was under indictment on state charges related to allegations about a scheme to download data from election equipment after the 2020 presidential election.
Okay.
So I don't know what that's saying. Does that mean that he was in contact with her trying to get this downloadable information?
Maybe. And they probably have her, and I don't know how these webs unravel, but they probably have her phone and her emails and everything. And there's probably some correlation that with him in there, whether it had to do with it or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
And that, and that could even be third, fourth, fifth party, that she talked to him, that talked to him, that talked to him, that talked to Lindell.
Right.
So we're going to trace that all the way down. I don't know.
So
They could have had lunch that day. Who knows?
yeah. I know all those ballots were just destroyed.
But I mean, like, he was so involved in that. I mean, as far as not involved, but out in front doing that symposium and all that shit. So it would make sense that he was trying to get any information that anybody had.
Yeah.
For his show, his.
Well, if you follow the pattern of a guy like this, clearly driven, right? He was driven, whether it was crack addiction, and he went, all hard.
Yep.
Like all out to the brink. That's how he went. In fact, he opened a bar in Minneapolis, and all his locals were there, fucked up, crackheads too. And this dude went hard in the paint for a long time. And then when he cleaned up and started the pillow stuff, he went fucking balls to the wall with that thing.
Yeah.
Bought, ad time to, he believed in it. He believed what he was doing, and he made this empire out of pillows.
Yep.
Right? And he's continuing to do that. Well, it's that sort of drive and that sort of attitude. I'm not excusing anything, that he says that might sound a little batshit, but he sounds a little batshit when he's talking about pillows and crack when he's telling those stories. Yeah. Hilarious. You all admit you laughed your ass off when he was on the show.
Absolutely.
No matter what you feel about him now, you don't believe him anyways. You're not going to watch any of his shit anyway. So who cares? Let it go. But it doesn't surprise me that when he believes in something, he's going to go and use all his resources and use everything at his disposal to make his case. Right. And no one will listen to him. No one. He gets laughed at. He doesn't care. I don't know how it is for business. He's been kicked out of every fucking store.
Yeah.
And I remember
they went after his money there early on, didn't they?
Bank and stuff. Yeah, they were trying to cut his bank accounts off. I don't know how far they got with that. I remember being in his warehouse with him, and I was hanging back a little bit. Jay and E were hanging with Mike a lot, and I was interested in talking to Dawn, who sets everything. She's the one I deal with.
Yeah.
And we're talking, and this warehouse is massive. It looks like a plane hangar, and there are 30, 40, 18-wheelers in there, packed top to bottom in pillows. And she goes, those trucks are just the Best Buy orders for this region. And it's like, holy shit, I've never seen that large. So you can imagine if you've got 30 18-wheelers packed to the brim for one area of the country for that week or whatever.
Yep.
Like, and then they're just
I'm
like,
guessing you meant Bed Bath & Beyond.
What did I say?
Best Buy.
Oh, yeah, I did not mean Best Buy. Thank you.
That would be odd, but yes.
Yes, Bed Bath & Beyond. And so they canceled it because they're not selling enough pillows or something. It's like, I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, he got pulled from just about all the stores, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah. So now all the sales are going on, and he's doing, I don't know, but it's just kind of keeps in line with the guy that I've read a ton about and interviewed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, let's see what they find.
Yeah.
Go on. Taking his phone means shit.
Yeah.
Finding something is a different story.
Well, taking someone's phone, if you think that you're a target of a fishing expedition, right? Like, we don't know what the crime is, but we're going to find it.
Yep.
And God knows what Lindell is texting between him and whoever.
Sure.
So if it's strictly about this county clerk, Tina Peters in Colorado,
Yep.
and they're only allowed to look at these are what we've got a warrant for. We're interested in this. I don't buy that.
No.
I think they go through and they go, find Trump's texts on here with him. Find Roger Stone. Find Steve Bannon. Find anyone he's talked to.
It'll be the Gruden effect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go. Yes.
We'll sort through till we find something.
We'll find something. I have my own breaking news tonight. He said on a show. He's doing a podcast or something. This afternoon I went down hunting in Iowa for early teal season.
What's a teal?
Teal. Will you Google a teal? It's just going to come up with a Pistons color, but
All right.
for early teal season. With my friend this morning at 4 a.m. We got up, headed down to Iowa. We're coming back. We stopped to go through Hardee's. How Mike Lindell is that? He's going through Hardee's.
That's a type of duck, apparently.
Yes, the Ducks bodies will kept me. What was it? Can you pull up some of the Lindell drops?
Oh, sure.
So I'm in Hardee's in Manikato. That's the city I was born in, Manikato, Minnesota. And I'm going through Hardee's drive-thru. You ever had those sourdough burgers? They're delicious. Had to get a little something after teal hunting. Cars pulled up in front of us, to the side of us, and behind us. They said, those are either bad guys or the FBI. It turns out they were the FBI. Or it's still the bad guys, too. I think that would work.
Could be. I can't find them right here. What the hell?
There should be a whole batch of them.
I know.
Yeah. Lindell claimed one of the FBI agents told him, well, I got some bad news. We're taking your cell phone. We have a warrant for your cell phone. Lindell resisted giving his cell phone to the agents. I run 5 companies off that. I don't have a computer. My hearing aids run off this. Everything runs off my phone. They're like, yeah, whatever. So he called his lawyer, and his lawyer was like, yeah, give the phone to the FBI.
God's got his hand in this, and I truly believe that.
What's the Ducks warrant? What's the one about the Ducks?
The ducks keep my warrant.
The Ducks warrant actually saved my life because I passed out in the snow.
I passed out in the snow. The New York Times reported that the FBI asked him about an image that was copied from a voting machine in Colorado and appeared on a website that Lindell operates. A letter agents gave Lindell asked him not to disclose the existence of the investigation, but I decided to reveal it anyways. Fuck the FBI.
Attaboy.
So, maybe this girl took a picture of the records, the actual records in the voting machine. He had a real issue with the voting machines themselves.
Yep.
And he went out of his way, I think, scouring the earth for people that could crack these and change votes. I don't know where that got. I think it got mostly thrown out in the courts. So maybe she sent him a screenshot, which is illegal. Crossing state lines makes it federal.
There you go.
On some level, I would think. And so maybe he's trying to get this information. He puts it on his website, part of a broader, here's the proof I've got. Here's all of it, including this machine in Colorado that says Biden got 0 votes and they gave him 14 million. Right. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, who knows? Poor
Yeah.
guy.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I wonder if I don't think he regrets it, and I think he's been quoted as saying, if I have to lose everything to stand up for what I believe in. And there's kind of an American way about that, too.
That is true. I've made that comparison before. Is if that you actually believe that,
Yeah.
right or wrong,
Yeah.
if you actually believe, I make that a relation to the January 6th thing.
Yeah.
If you actually believe that election was stolen and rigged,
Yeah. Should we get him on?
yeah, probably. Why not? And the
Because he's going to say something that's going to get us on the radar of everybody.
so what?
Yeah.
If what we have said hasn't gotten us on the radar, then
Yeah.
good Lord,
Yeah.
we're just
I'll
a
say-
little podcast,
just a tiny little
just
podcast.
having Mike Lindell on.
Making insensitive comments about everybody, especially the Jews.
I just
You know what? Let's get him on.
Yeah,
Let's get him on and talk about
Give him a call.
this shit.
Fire it up.
Not right now.
I'm just kidding.
I'll hook it up. though.
busy man, especially right now.
Yeah, but this is a good time to talk to him. And I imagine there aren't many media outlets outside of OAN and Newsmax or whatever that are dying to talk to him.
I'm sure.
But, I don't know. We've got a history with him. He's been very generous to us. And so.
Very, indeed. Absolutely true.
Yeah. And I don't know. It is what it is.
I wonder if he got any teals.
Yeah, we'll have to ask him. I didn't catch any teals, but I did get the new sourdough burger from Hardee's. It was delicious. Sex trafficking victim who killed her alleged rapist was sentenced yesterday in Iowa court to 5 years supervised probation.
Okay, now we're talking.
1,200 hours community service.
Go out and do some good.
It's quite a bit.
You took a life, piece of shit that it was. You took a life.
Yeah.
Go make the world a better place for it.
Ordered to pay $150,000 in restitution to the family of the alleged rapist.
Oh boy,
She's 17.
that's a number.
That's a number.
Yeah.
Can we get a GoFundMe going for her?
I doubt it. I
bet they would.
I doubt it.
You killed your rapist?
I doubt it. She was convicted. Does not matter. You will not be able to raise money for that. Now, if there were a
Are you sure?
If there were a go fuck yourself,
Yeah.
we could definitely do that.
I wonder if someone will try, like some feminist organization, like, we're not taking it anymore. Man
Maybe.
tries to rape me, he
that
might get
seems
himself murdered.
That seems to follow all the same lines that all the other ones have gone by.
Yeah,
right or
but
wrong.
that-
Rittenhouse.
Yeah, but Kyle Rittenhouse is a white male.
He was
That
acquitted. I'm just saying, and he was acquitted. This girl's found guilty.
Yeah.
So,
But
there's no way.
it depends who's putting the GoFundMe up and who's bitching about it.
Well, I mean, I guess that's probably true. But
Right? Don't you think if you've got a bunch of feminist organizations, He-Man or He-Woman man-hating clubs?
He-Man Woman Hating Club. Or
Yeah.
it
It was the He-Man Woman Hating Club. But
that would be the He-Woman Man.
He-Woman, yeah. That was Al Bundy, right?
Little Rascals, man.
The He-Man Woman Hating Club? No, that was Al Bundy.
What did the Little Rascals have?
I don't know.
Let's see.
Buckwheat?
Rascals Club. Oh, not House, you son of a bitch.
I'm pretty sure that was Al Bundy and his group of meatheads.
You think so?
He-Man Woman Hating Club. I thought.
There you go.
What is it? Is it Little Rascals? You son of a bitch.
Damn right it is.
Wow.
He-Man Woman Haters Club.
That's awesome.
From our gang.
From our gang. Yeah.
That's Little Rascals.
Yeah, hell yeah, it is.
Yep.
Oh, that's great. Good on you, man.
Yep.
Wow.
Vindicated.
See if Al Bundy ever said that. What was the name of Al Bundy's club?
Okay.
See if you can find that. Piper Lewis, who is now 17, killed 37-year-old Zachary Brooks in June of 2020 when she was 15 years old after Brooks allegedly raped her numerous times. The teen stabbed the man more than 30 times. Well, Ms. Lewis, this is the second chance you asked for, District Judge David Porter said. You don't get a third. Do you understand that? No more killing.
No, Al's was no, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
The National Organization of Men Against Amazonian Masterhood.
Is that what it was?
So
Okay.
That's all it comes up with it.
Yeah. So the judge is telling her, look, you got a second chance here. No more killing. All right. Judge Porter also said the court was presented with no other option than to force the teen to pay restitution to Brooks' family thanks to Iowa law. God, there's some weird state laws, isn't there?
I know. They just got to get that money.
Yeah. Where, what was the one where it was like, oh, yeah, whatever your judgment is, we get 75% of it.
Yeah,
Remember that one? It was like a
Georgia. That
Yeah.
was the car that rolled over. The one that Pep Boys got caught up
They
in the
wrangled
midst.
Pep Boys into it.
Yeah.
The fuck did we have to do with this? Charging us $13 million. What the hell?
We put those tires on proper.
4 years ago.
Unbelievable.
The teen pled to involuntary manslaughter and willful injury, both of which were punishable by up to 10 years. Judge Porter deferred the prison sentences that if the teen violates her probation, she could serve out to 20 years. She was adopted. What a horrible life this sounds like. Lewis was adopted out of foster care at age 3 by Billy and Leslie Lewis. She struggled and ran away from home on 3 occasions before she ended up with Brooks. She was taken in by a musician who is not named and has not been charged with a crime. The man, whom Lewis considered her boyfriend, allegedly sex trafficked the minor to Brooks.
Oh, boy.
Police and prosecutors have not disputed that Lewis was sexually assaulted and sex trafficked, though prosecutors said Lewis killed Brooks while he was sleeping and therefore not an immediate threat.
Yeah.
I took a person's life. My intentions that day were not to just go out and take somebody's life. In my mind, I felt that I wasn't safe and I felt I was in danger, which resulted in the acts, but it doesn't take away from the fact that the crime was committed. She hopes to become a juvenile justice advocate.
Oh, all right. Good for her.
That's got to stick with you for quite a while, I would think.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And that's a weird situation. Yeah, you killed when he was sleeping. Well, okay, how else are you going to get the upper hand on a dude?
Yeah.
You know?
Right? At 15, too. 15-year-old girl. Yeah. I don't really take issue with it. If that's what was really going on.
Exactly. I have no issues with that man not being here anymore.
Right.
And her doing it with her own hands.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that she's not in prison, you know.
Yeah.
So that's a nod in the right direction.
Yeah.
Okay. We see it.
We acknowledge it.
Wasn't
Keep your nose
totally
clean.
right.
Yeah.
That's probably why there's a pretty good number on there. Like, you got to make this right with the family because you killed him.
Yeah.
But
he raped you several times and you were sex trafficked.
Yeah.
Allegedly. How does sex trafficking work, by the way?
Where
are all
why
these
are you asking?
Well, it seems like almost every story includes some level of sex trafficking. And this one, so
I mean, technically,
she's dating.
prostitution is sex trafficking.
No, I understand that. But when you're grabbing girls off the streets and sex trafficking them, like this girl runs away, meets a musician, and then he traffics her to this guy who's raping her. So what does the transaction look like? I'll let you bang my girlfriend if you pay me $100 every time.
Very possible.
That's just madness.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is madness.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I can't guarantee what every situation's like, but that's probably some of it.
Right.
I mean, that's a friend. Normally, they're just pimping them out to Johns.
Right.
To just rando dudes that want to come
15.
fuck a chick.
Ugh.
Yeah. Usually they're just drugged out in a fucking hotel room somewhere or somebody's fucking basement.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fucking awful.
Some sick fucks out there, isn't there? God,
Yeah, and I mean,
can't even imagine. I just can't even fathom. But
And I mean, it comes in all levels. The foreigners that come here, they hold their passports. So I mean, it's not always necessarily physical, control.
Yeah,
it's okay.
That's a lot of the happy endings at the
supposedly,
at the spas and the massage places.
I mean, I think those girls are just working, making a living. That's
Yeah.
But it's very possible that a lot of that is exactly what that is.
Yeah.
That they have to pay off a certain amount to get their shit back for getting into, from a Quixote, bring them in the country, perhaps.
Yeah, I think I could do that at my advanced age now. If it was the difference between getting $100 or $200, I just had to wrist off some dude after massaging him.
Yeah,
I think I could handle that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think your wrist could hold up.
No. I had 2 wrists.
Yeah.
I did it, one a day.
All right, good to know. Yeah. You're good for handies. All right. Duly noted.
We were talking yesterday about John Fetterwoman.
Yes.
My
name is John Fetterwoman.
He's the guy running against Dr. Oz in Pennsylvania.
Yes. Is this for governor? Or is this just like a Senate seat? Senate seat? Okay.
Yes. He's the guy that's always wearing the Carhartt. You think of as fraudulent because he's never been on a fucking construction site in his life. So he's always got this thing on. Well,
it's a mountain of a man.
He's huge.
Yeah.
And he had a stroke, which, whatever. I'm probably bound to have one sooner or later. So I don't want to make fun of the guy for that. But he struggles to put a sentence together. We showed some examples yesterday. And then Tucker Carlson did a piece on him last night. And it's just hammering this guy for never having a job, never, living off mommy and daddy. And
trust fund baby.
Trust fund baby. His dad just paid shit tons of money to some program at Harvard so rich people can go there and claim they went to Harvard without really going to Harvard. And so, but now they've got him. Tucker's talking about, he said something like, he stammers, appears confused. No, this is from the Washington Post editorial board. They wrote that he should release his medical records for independent review. He stammers, appears confused, and keeps his remarks short. He holds no press conferences. The Fetterman campaign squandered credibility by concealing from the public for 2 days after his stroke that he'd been hospitalized. It waited weeks longer to reveal a more complete picture of his medical history, including that he had been diagnosed with cardiomyopathy in 2017. Last week, we told you in some great detail, so this is where Tucker picks up from his. Last week, we told you in some great detail about a man called John Fetterman, who's running for the U.S. Senate from Pennsylvania. What we didn't mention at the time was Fetterman's running mate, because honestly, we didn't know he had a running mate, but we learned the identity of this running mate yesterday when Fetterman, for the first time in memory, removed the filthy DNA-covered hoodie that is, as it turns out, conceals quite a bit underneath. So beneath the foul-smelling hoodie was this protrusion, as you can see. It's a lump, but what sort of a lump? That's really the question. Does this lump have its own Instagram?
Jeez.
Does it plan to run for statewide office in Pennsylvania? Don't laugh. A party that put Joe Biden in the White House is perfectly capable of building a whole campaign around any insentient lump of flesh. In fact, they're running John Fetterman, who can't even talk. So keep your eyes on the lump. It could very well run with Kamala Harris in 24.
Oh, my God. Yeah,
What an asshole.
That makes sense for the why he always wears the hoodie.
Or the scarf in that bottom left picture.
Yeah. Yeah, that's quite a mass going back there.
Yeah. Looks like a movie villain.
It does, right?
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like the guy Hulk Hogan's going to fight in a movie, or Rocky.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. It's got the scarf to cover up, all that going on there. No,
Yeah.
when this is a staged picture from the front,
Yeah.
you can't see it. Keep the head turned to the right just a little bit.
Keep the
Make
head
sure
turned to the
it's
right
not
and
there.
back a little bit.
Yep.
See how it's
Make
back a
sure
little bit?
nobody's ever going to see that.
Lose a couple. See, here's what I thought he was doing. He is a mountain of a man. He's fat too.
Yeah.
I understand wearing the hoodie in the summer to conceal as much as you can your titties and your fat gut.
Yeah.
I always feel like that's a comfort blanket for me historically, when I'm at my worst. So I get that feeling of like, yeah, I'm wearing shorts, but I got a hoodie on. It's and that's what I figured he was doing.
Perhaps.
But no, he's covering up a fucking twin coming out of his head.
Hey, I got my own little lump.
You have a tiny little lump.
No, I wouldn't say tiny.
I feel like you could pop that, by the way, with a pin.
It's not a big pimple, dude.
No, I know it's not a pimple, but drain it.
No, it's
you
not.
could pop it.
No, it's not.
What is it?
It's a cystic mass.
Okay.
Supposed to smack it with a Bible.
This isn't about you.
Break it up.
This
Well,
isn't
maybe
about
that's what
you.
that is.
His is like another head growing there. His is the size. He calls it a lump. I'd call it a softball. That thing's fucking huge.
And to be honest with you, I thought it was just a fucking neck roll, just a fat neck roll hanging off the back over there.
No.
And now a couple of those angles, I can see it.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Don't you think someone like that has to release their medical records when he's clearly in shit health?
Well,
Can't put sentences together.
I mean, he's already released the fact that he's had a stroke.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what more do you need?
Well, I'd like to know what that lump is,
Why?
because if it's something bad,
If somebody were to have cancer, they're not capable of running for
No.
office?
not at this time.
Oh.
Focus on your treatments.
Okay.
I don't know because that's just kind of standard customary that you want medical records on people running for public office.
So everybody releases their medical records?
I think when they're asked, I think a lot of them do. Or their financial shit. I know Trump got a lot of shit for that.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
Sure.
The guy doesn't look like a ball of health. I wouldn't run for office because my health isn't great.
Yeah.
That dude looks like a walking shit show,
Yep.
and I don't want someone getting there just because they're.
Did he look like a walking shit show 2 months ago before he had a stroke?
I don't know.
Oh, I
He
mean,
looked
I
like a
could-
meathead idiot.
I can remember seeing some interviews with him where he, I wasn't.
You're a
necessarily the
Fetterwoman
most-
fan.
I wasn't the most articulate person in the world, but I'm just saying, I don't think that all of a sudden, because he had a stroke, that he becomes somehow automatically disqualified to hold office.
Yeah. Well, when they're not putting you out in you're not doing any interviews. You're staying at home. You're not going out. You're not debating.
No, then you could be president of the United States.
Right.
So?
Right. And that's
Okay.
kind of the point. Like, I think, and obviously this doesn't mean much to us because it's in Senate in Pennsylvania. But, I think it's fair if you're running for something that you need to have those debates. That you,
Generally,
so-
yeah. And it's up to the people that vote on what they want. If they think
Yeah.
it's bullshit,
Maybe-
he didn't debate.
Maybe that's my problem is I know that some people are just like, give me the D or give me the R,
Oh, that's what just
And
about. I mean,
it
listen,
doesn't matter.
that's
You could run a
unfortunately what
turtle
just
against
about
them.
everybody is right now.
Yeah. That's
Just
sad.
about everybody.
It's too
is.
bad.
It is. It's tragic, really.
Yeah.
That it doesn't matter that you're just straight party ticket
Yeah.
is the end of civilization.
Yeah.
It certainly is. Hey, TDC's original sponsor, Zott Ford and Holly, is now taking custom orders for new 2023 models. And when you And when you order, you'll still lock in a $1,000 rebate and 2.9% financing with your order. Plus, Zot Ford's military trifecta is back. So if you're active or retired military, a veteran, first responder, or medical professional, and you buy, lease, or custom order a new ride, you will save an additional $1,000 over and above all the other incentives. Also, if you're sick of your current lease, let Gabar and the team waive up to 2 full payments and get you out of your lease early. Finally, your friends at Zot have a fair amount of cars and trucks and SUVs in stock.
About time.
And they're
Coming
ready to
back.
go home with you today. So do not delay. Get details and see their delightful inventory at dealsinthed.com and tell them TDC sent you.
Please do. Please tell them TDC sent you. We need all the help we can get. From you guys.
Please do.
Please. I beg of you. A story I didn't get to yesterday, but I thought was kind of funny. Scooby-Doo.
Roar.
Yeah. Scooby Snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rock roll. Is it Scoob?
Yeah. Shaggy.
Shaggy.
Yeah.
Velma.
Daphne.
Daphne. Which one?
Tall drink of water there.
Who was the gay guy? The blonde with the scarf.
Fred.
Is it Fred?
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah. It was even all the way down to Scrappy Doo.
Oh yeah, that came later.
Yeah.
That was like Oliver, brother Oliver being introduced in the
would have
Brady
got away
Bunch.
with it too if it wasn't for you pesky kids.
Yeah, they were solving crimes. Warner Brothers altered the video game multiverse last week to prevent.
Never heard of it.
I know. There's a lot of these things out there, these video games and whatnot. They altered the game last week to prevent the Scooby-Doo character Velma from calling the police.
All right.
So, for nearly 50 years, Scooby-Doo franchise has shown the Mystery Inc. gang, solving crimes and alerting police to the presence of potential criminals.
Yep.
We see that all the time. But critics have recently labeled Velma a Karen.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, for doing precisely what had seemed innocent enough before, flashing a wanted poster and calling the cops on characters from across the Warner Brothers Discovery catalog. Instead of calling the police, Velma now solves the mystery and calls the gang and the mystery machine to take the bad guys away, Warner Brothers announced. One petition that drew 34 signatures
Oh, my God.
lambasted Warner Brothers, stating, although historically the Scooby-Doo gang has, but not always, worked with the police to catch the suspect within the cartoons, this cop car is not necessary in the game, nor does it add meaning to her moveset. For decades, and especially in recent times, black and indigenous people of color around the world have suffered under police brutality, and this cop car is ignoring the problem of police brutality in this day and age. Oh, we're getting down to cartoons now.
Right? Exactly.
I mean,
that's amazing.
When I don't know how far further down the barrel we can go to scrape.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, it's funny. I never understood, like, Daphne and Velma, right? Like, now they do, like, the cosplay and stuff, and somehow Velma's, like, sexy Velma, too.
Really? I couldn't. One of them's a redhead, right? Is that Daphne?
Yeah, that's Daphne. All right, so here you go.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
there you go. And Velma's the nerd.
Yes, exactly. But somehow they make Daphne hot now, too.
They do?
Yeah. Let's see here. Like,
How do they do that? Oh, titties?
yeah.
A little bit of an ass?
Uh-huh. They're, I mean, I guess I could try to do that. Watch this, some of this.
Yeah, sexy Velma.
Let's play here. Let's see. Switch it up.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, now all of a sudden Velma's this little biscuit.
I don't
right?
hate it.
I don't hate it either. It just funny how that
You know what they
works out.
did? They took the outfit, okay, the knee highs, socks,
Right. Yep.
the little skirt, and the tight shirt. They've got the hair sort of style, and the glasses. What?
Big old middies.
Some big old titties right there. So I get what they're doing. They're
Yes.
cosplaying it up. It's like, okay,
Exactly.
as long as I have the glasses and the hairstyle
Yeah.
and the
You
clothes.
just got to have the orange sweater, basically.
Yeah,
and the
you-
skirt.
You
You're
could
good
be,
to go.
and if you're a hot chick, that's not going to be hidden.
Definitely helps.
Yeah.
Right?
We, the players of Multiverse, demand the developers' player-first games, from player-first games to please reconsider the ultimate art of the cop car chase be replaced by the mystery machine van chase that Velma and her friends used to race around to catch suspects in the cartoon.
Oh, the Mystery Machine. Classic.
Yeah. In August, one YouTuber tweeted, I am enjoying Velma in Multiverse, but maining a character whose special move is calling the police on her enemies definitely don't sit right with me as a black man, LOL. Get him, Sheriff. That shit kills me. Karen Ultimate.
I bet you are enjoying that in the meta.
It spooked him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't need snitches get stitches, bitches.
Yeah, snitch lip.
Snitch lip. Fucking, she's a snitch lip.
Yeah. Well, she calls whoever can help in the moment. Sometimes that's the cops. Sometimes that's a detective. Sometimes that's a professor. Like, they'll call in whoever can help them capture the bad guy and
In
then
that
rip
moment.
that mask off.
Yeah, right.
It's
It's funny how they always have masks.
Yeah. Pretty good ones, too.
Generally.
Yeah. I thought about you a lot when reading this story.
Uh-oh.
A lot. I don't like spending that much time thinking about you, especially in this context. Mm-hmm. But I got a story here out of Australia.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Down under.
1999.
Yeah, indeed.
Male escort.
Ah.
Yeah.
God, I see what you did there.
Yeah. You talked about how
I did.
there was a time when you thought about it, but
Yep.
there were some things you couldn't stipulate too.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yep.
You were not going to suck dicks, and that was part of the deal.
That is fair. Yep.
This guy figured it out.
He found the niche, found the loophole.
He's lifted the lid on his very glamorous lifestyle, which sees him raking in $10,000 a month from sleeping with up to 7 chicks.
Okay.
Samuel Hunter from Sydney is often put up in 5-star hotels by his wealthy clients and was even taken on a 10-day trip to fuck it recently.
Oh, good old Thailand.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Phuket.
Yeah.
If that's not fuck it, I don't know what is.
It is Thailand. Lovely area.
Yeah.
I would love to go there.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Thai boys?
No. Just Phuket. If you don't know, it's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
The sex worker, who is in his early 40s, has a dad bod.
Oh, nice.
I mean, dude, you can still pull this
I
off.
can still pull it off.
Yes.
So it's not, oh, man, it's not outside the realm?
No. He sees women from all walks of life acquire his service with his youngest client.
That's Phuket, Holmes.
That's fuck it. That's gorgeous.
It is fucking amazing.
He went there for 10 days to bang a chick and got paid for it.
Yeah, I'm in the wrong fucking business.
Yeah, you are. His youngest client is
Oh, boy, 59.
23.
Oh, at a, what?
Yeah.
Come on, pull your own dick.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
The oldest,
77.
70.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
after that,
getting
it just
deep
dries up.
dick. She's taking it big. She's probably taking him to fuck it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
23-year-old didn't take him to Phuket.
There's a show over there, American Gigolo, starring John Barenthal. I haven't seen it. I love John Barenthal, but I don't know what that is. He says it's accurate and how glamorous the lifestyle is. He really does get treated in luxury hotels by beautiful women. It's exactly as you'd expect it to be and exactly the opposite. The escort, who only has female clients.
Okay, well, see, I mean, it's a different world now.
Yeah.
I mean, you can call your own shots. Social media, you can do your own thing now. Back
Yeah.
then, you kind of had to go through an agency.
Yeah. He's been a full-time sex worker for 2 years now.
It's real work,
Oh, yeah. His interest in gigolo work peaked when he started working for a charity called Touching Base, who put disabled people in touch with sex workers.
Touching base.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Well played.
It kind of built up in my mind about whether or not I could do it, but it's been 2 years now, and it's all I do. He also revealed that being a male sex worker, his lifestyle is very different to the women in the industry. The biggest difference is women can see multiple clients a day. Me, just one.
Well, yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Refractory period.
But women tend to get booked for shorter amounts of time, whereas most of my bookings are for a few hours or overnight. About a quarter of his clients are married, and it's these ones that tend to book him for 2 hours at a rate of $600.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
There
not
you go.
bad, right?
Yeah, he's got to be throwing decent D around, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you worry about any sort of misfire? Would you think you could perform every time?
Well, I mean, there's got to be stipulations in there. Hey, listen, you paid for the time. You get what you get.
Yeah.
I don't know. You may not get a repeat customer out of that one, but
Yeah. What do you think you could bat?
me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's a very,
No,
listen, that's a wide range, man. That
but
goes
if you
from
get
all
in there-
night to shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And everywhere in between.
The shit I'm sorry is the one I'm concerned about.
Yeah, exactly.
That is-
I ain't gonna lie, it happens.
Is that the most fucking uncomfortable feeling in the world?
right?
When it's
actually, no, it's the greatest feeling in the world.
well, that too, but it's also
Up until that point, when
that
you
like
have to look him in the eye and go, boy,
it's your fault.
right?
Don't be so hot next time. I don't know what to say
Right?
here.
Loosen that thing up, a little too tight.
Quit squeezing so hard. You fucking pulled that thing out of me way sooner than I wanted. Most of his clients are in their early 40s and regulars,
Okay, yeah.
booking him overnight or even multiple days at a time. I've got a dad bod, so most women like me that like me are 35 or older. In July, I had a 10-day trip to Fuck It, which was very glamorous. So yeah, he's killing it. It made me think of you. You should circle back on this.
I know.
T.
It's not too late. It's not too late.
And
I
he
definitely
says,
qualify in the dad bod situation.
nah, you're still holding it together.
Well, this is dad bod.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is this a dad bod?
No.
No? It's a little girl bod. I can check their socials and their WhatsApp easily to make sure they are who they say they are.
That's drunkle bod.
Most of my clients are repeats. At any time, I have between 3 and 10 regulars. The only ones who aren't are couples who just want to try something as a one-off. He's very open about his lifestyle. Told his mom. She was a bit apprehensive at first, but now she's fine with it.
Listen, Mom, I'm going to be banging bush.
Yeah. Crushing puss all
regardless. I can get paid for it.
Yeah. He also argues that it's absolutely possible to have a relationship while being a sex worker, but he chooses not to have one. My clients get the best version of myself. They don't get the guy that sits around drinking coffee and looking at my phone all morning. And I get the best version of them, too, which you don't see in relationships. Mm-hmm. And I think this guy was kind of living like a loser. I thought I read in there something like he was kind of living in mom's basement.
Okay.
And then was just like,
Hey, give it a shot.
let me look into this.
Yeah.
And found out now he's making $10,000 a month.
Make a little
Yeah.
note of that.
I mean, I gotta go to Australia, but
Follow up.
yeah,
Well, that's a cheap flight from Australia to Fuck It.
yeah,
That's a little different.
yeah. I think you should look into it, though. I really do. And, I wonder if he has those.
I'm
Sorry
not
about that moment.
I'm not sure what the the gigolo laws in Australia are maybe a little looser than they are here.
Well, it turns out they do talk about that in here, and it varies. Is prostitution legal in Australia? Prostitution, under the Prostitution Act 1992, brothels are legal, but sex workers are required to register with the Office of Regulatory Services. And they have New South Wales, brothels are legal. They've got all these NT, I don't know what that would be. Queensland, brothels are legal and licensed by the Prostitution License Authority. So yeah, it looks like it's fairly legal in most of these places. I don't know what it is here.
It is
Nevada.
illegal. Well, there are very few exceptions.
Yeah, but you could do it under the radar.
Oh, of course you could.
Yeah.
Of course you can.
Yeah.
And but you know me, I'm not much of a rule breaker.
No,
So
definitely not.
if it's illegal, I might have some moral issues.
Yeah.
With that.
Yeah.
So
what do you do if you get some fucking flat rat dog, and it's like
there's the issue. It goes back to the gynecologist theory, right?
Yeah.
Sounds like a great job.
yeah,
But
Yeah.
until you get yourself a blue waffle, right?
Yeah.
So
which is why I wanted to.
and
open,
most of them are not.
Yeah. Well, they're going in there because they're diseased and wrecked.
You could. Well,
That's the only reason you go to the gynecologist, because you've ruined it. You fucking broke it.
because it's broken.
What'd you do? I mean, my practice, if I ran a gynecological office, I would just be like, oh, good day, ma'am. How are you? Oh, Jesus. What did you do? Holy shit.
Let me get my assistant to handle this one.
You guys got to get in here and look at this. This thing's a disaster. Look at this. That's how I'd be. That's why I wanted to open one for 18, I think it was 18 to 24-year-olds.
Smart. Yeah.
And I would have someone on guard at the front door. Some 18 to 24 trying to
No,
sneak
you just
in.
need to have.
Disgusting.
You just need to have like an apprentice. I mean, a partner.
Yeah,
To take
he gets those ones.
to take the other ones.
And I promise I would find a local gynecologist that's top notch that can help you. Unfortunately, I can't be that guy.
Right? No.
And then I would do, I don't know what they do when you're that age and things running like a fucking champ.
Yeah.
Take it for a spin, make sure everything works all right.
I would think so.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I would do
You got
with
to kick
it.
the tires, right?
Yeah. Just make sure it's good to go back out on the street, street legal.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyone can take me up on that offer at any point, too.
I think furry stirrups is a missed opportunity there.
Wow, that's a great idea. Comfort, warmth.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
Just saying.
I like it. Nursing home. I like what these people are doing at this nursing home. Of course, they're forced to apologize.
Oh no.
Yeah. They've been forced to apologize for hiring half-naked strippers to perform for pensioners in wheelchairs during a harvest festival party in Taiwan.
Oh my gosh! See, everybody else has way more fun than we do,
dude.
I'm telling you.
I meant to pull up video of this. You can probably pull it up because there's like short clips.
Okay.
The Taiwan Veterans Home for retired Army personnel paid for the dancers to entertain at least 12 wheelchair-bound seniors. Footage shows the strippers thrusting titties into the pensioner's face while shaking her ass. So it sounds great. The elderly resident enjoying the turn of events on what would have been an ordinary Wednesday afternoon playing bingo is seen touching the woman's titties. He's still getting in there. Yep. Staff of the care home said they wanted to lift the spirits of the infirm residents as the 2 previous Mid-Autumn Festival celebrations were canceled because of the pandemic. But the nursing home faced backlash after footage emerged online. Who's recording this and posting it online?
I know, really fucking up a good thing.
Yeah. And they were forced to apologize for hiring the stripper. Staff said they deeply regret the incident that happened.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You regret getting caught.
Why is this a problem anyways?
I
Look,
don't.
what, old people can't enjoy a stripper?
It should. I mean, it should be fine.
I mean, they should give them senior discounts and stuff.
Exactly. Let's see. Well, keep going.
There you go. 20 seconds. Oh, you must be 18 to view this.
Oh, they. Let's hope.
Yeah, pull your ID out, T.
Okay.
Staff said they deeply regret the incident that happened on September 7th, 3 days before the region's annual Harvest Festival. A nursing home spokesman
it's deleted. No, it's not there anymore.
Oh boy, I saw it. Look, she looked hot too, shaking that can and them titties. Yeah. The nursing home spokesman said the stripper's actions were a little too enthusiastic and fiery. Yeah, well, that's what you want out of your stripper, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Who wants a boring, fucking lame stripper?
Exactly.
Adding that personnel will be more cautious when planning such events in the future.
Okay.
Yeah, there they are. There's an image of it. Not bad, right?
Oh, not bad at all. Let's see.
They said there was also a more sedate game of bingo in the nursing hall where the pensioners enjoyed eating mooncakes together.
Oh, is that what they call it?
This was followed by care.
Is that what you get when you eat it from the back? A mooncake?
Yep, get a mooncake.
All right, let's see. Let's see. We still potted up here?
Yes, sir.
My man's into it.
Fuck yeah, he's just clapping along.
Right? It's like Boogs' bachelor party.
Yeah. Yeah, get a hold of them titties.
Come on. Look at these old guys. Give them a little chub, man. Look at
Yeah.
he gets to grab some.
Hey, he's got a hold of them titties. Look at
Yeah,
him. He still wants it.
Fuck yes.
He still wants it at any
Right?
age.
Even if he can't get it, he wants it.
Yeah, she's playing ball. The
Oh,
guy's
yeah, she
rock
is.
as shit. He hasn't been rock hard in 30 years.
Right? Oh, God bless their heart.
Did you see him just grabbing that
Yeah,
titty?
hell yeah.
He could barely muster up the power to grab that titty, but
Good
he
Lord,
did.
that made their fucking year.
Yes.
I mean, and they had to apologize for it. That's the shittiest part of this, man.
The intention of the event was to entertain residents and make them happy. We are very sorry for
they
the
made them
offense
really happy.
that was caused. Fuck the critics.
Yes.
Did the old
Stand
men
by it.
Yeah. Did the old men get rocked?
Step
They
up.
did.
You know what? These guys deserved it. They loved it, and we're not apologizing.
They're veterans
for
and
it.
they're heroes in their country.
Yeah, no doubt.
They're infirm. The guy could. That guy
man.
probably hasn't lifted his arm that high in years.
Yeah, or his
to
third
grab
leg.
that titty.
Yeah.
And here he is. You could just see the boners popping up all
Fuck
around
yeah,
him.
dude.
Knowing she's coming to me next.
Oh my God, that's
If even one dusty load was fired in that room,
that's a win.
Win.
That's an absolute win.
Right?
Yes, absolutely. Guys probably got boners that hadn't had a boner in years. Didn't even know it could still happen.
yeah, it was probably creaking as it popped up.
Oh my God.
Breaking seals that haven't been broken in years.
Right? Ooh, popping bed sores.
Yeah.
Hey, this part of the show is brought to you by your insurance expert. Are you paying too much for health insurance? Are you uninsured? Health insurance can be confusing. Nick Matthews from Your Insurance Expert is an expert in health insurance, life insurance, and Medicare supplements, so you don't have to be. Let's call Nick Matthews at 248-914-1173. That is 248-914-1173.
What was the number? I thought you said 1178.
No, 248-914-1173.
Okay.
248-914-1173.
Very good.
Nick Matthews.
I was talking to Nick about his family's other business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And then, we've got to work something out.
I don't know if that's all privy.
No, I know. I'm just leaking it out there that we're interested.
Okay.
We're interested in
Wink, wink.
wink, wink, Nick. the fuck on this, man. I think it'd be great, actually, if we sampled the service and had them,
Exactly.
you know, and we could report back to people our experience.
You can't represent a company if you do not support their wares.
Yep. And you know what? My Pillow comes through. They fucking send us everything we ask for.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is definitely true.
I think we need to circle Nick back into the conversation, perhaps his brother, who apparently was going to come in, but he's a little too shy or something.
Gotcha.
It's like, you got to be shitting me. So he's got to bring his brother in here. I think his brother's got to visit.
He does. He's owed. He is owed.
Yeah. We got to get him in here, man. Janet Davis Cleaners.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Sorry.
All right, just jump on tomorrow's plug.
Yeah. Well, I just give him that. Just a little teaser taster.
Okay.
We've got
free pickup and delivery.
We've got a Christian college sued by students and staff.
The college was sued by the students and the staff.
Well, Christian college.
Yeah, well, that's...
In Washington State, has been sued by more than a dozen students and staff members over its alphabet hiring ban based on its religious beliefs.
Okay.
So when you get into religious beliefs versus people's rights, I'm trying to think
it's a weird area.
Yeah.
I mean, because your religious belief is somehow protected.
Right.
But your personal belief is not.
Yeah.
Unless it's governed by a religion.
Right.
It's a weird thing. It's all fucking garbage, but it's a weird thing.
Yeah.
Like, if
you're strongly held religious.
well, like
beliefs.
if I'm an atheist and I'm against the gays, I'm a monster. If I'm religious and I'm against the gay, it's because of my religion.
Right.
Right? I mean, just theoretically.
I don't know why
I'm not against the gays. For the record, I have my
of
card.
course.
It's fine.
I don't
Just
know
saying.
why, even if that's your thing, like, look, we're a small Christian college in Washington State. We're not hiring any of the Holmeses.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't want any homos on staff. And you bring them in for an interview, and you're like, oh, this guy's clearly you know swinging for the other side. Just go, hey man, it's not going to work out this time.
You know, it was really close.
You nailed it. You nailed it. But
We're gonna hang on to this.
Yeah.
For the future, if there's an opening, we're gonna you are right next in line.
We're gonna file this right here. Yeah, and then just like, whoa, that guy sucks. Amazing. I could smell the cock on his breath. Tear that thing in half and just move
boy.
on.
Yeah.
Why do you have to
get the cleaning company in here?
Yeah.
Get the Lysol.
Jesus Christ.
Throw that
How many
chair
cocks
out.
did you swallow today, sir? Foof. It's following you around. It's like an alcoholic. You can smell it on their breath all day. You can smell the cum from here. It's not going to work, sir. Sorry.
Sorry. This is a Christian college.
Yes. The lawsuit against Seattle Pacific University was filed in the Washington State Superior Court on Monday. The legal filing requests that interim president Pete Manjares and other leaders be removed from their positions.
Oh, boy.
The 16 plaintiffs also request that an undetermined amount of money be paid to anyone harmed by the school's LGBTQ hiring policy. Anybody?
Anybody.
I'm harmed.
Yeah, clearly.
Just having to do this story is harming me.
Yeah.
This case is about 6 men who act as if they and the educational institution they are charged to protect are above the law. While these men are powerful, they are not above the law. They must be held to account for their illegal and reckless conduct.
See, you're getting into a private situation.
Yeah.
I'm not for or against it. I'm just saying that we've been down this road. We've had the whole I'm not going to bake a gay cake situations. Some judges go some way, some judges go the other.
Yeah.
There is no absolutes in this world.
Doesn't it seem
But
like
generally, it falls back upon the religious bias. I mean, if you have a religious exemption for something,
do you think? Here's my thought on a lot of this. A lot of this is not legit. Like, oh my God, this is my dream college to be a professor at. They hate everything about me and what I represent.
Right.
But that's where I want to teach. Or this bakery is the only bakery I can get a cake from. It just so happens. It's almost like you're seeking out. Like,
Well,
I'm going to order 10 cakes from 10 places and find out which one's against my clearly.
I mean, listen, the gay cake thing I believe it's probably just an accident. He was looking for a bakery. Somebody said they were great. They go in there. You had no idea. They did a great cake for a straight fucking wedding.
Yeah.
They make a great cake, and then you and your partner went in there, and they were like, hell to the no.
Yeah, they're like, we want
All right, so
my husband bending over and me behind him, just deep dicking him and cupping his balls.
Right. So you want the bride and the groom on there? Oh no, honey. We want the bride, the groom, and the groom.
Groom and groom, both pantsless. We're Donald Ducking. We need the pooing for this wedding. They're like, ugh, gross.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean,
I
there could be
think
some
there are
nefarious-
groups that are doing that, though.
You're probably right,
Yeah.
but the ones that have made the news, the ones that the real ones, I believe, are
Yeah.
organic.
And that would be a shitty situation if you wanted a cake and you walked into a place and they were
Exactly
like, "Ooh,
right.
he and he,
Yeah.
no, thank you,
And
we're out."
I could. I mean, it would be so offended and so hurt and so discriminated against for that reason, right? Like you're living your life like anybody else. You just want to go and you want to get the best cake. They said this is the best cake. You want to get a cake. This is where you go. You go to them. You walk in and you can't get a cake. Why? Because you're gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have a real fucking problem with it.
What
In
if-
all honesty, I have a problem with them not making them a cake.
Yeah.
I respect.
No, you don't.
To a certain degree. No. I respect people's personal beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? If it's based in religion, you know, okay.
You've seen the best and worst of that.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
right? I respect people's beliefs that have of their own volition.
What would you say if you went into a bakery and it was clearly run by a couple gay guys?
What's the difference? Wait, what's the difference
Let me-
between? Hold on, but what's the difference between somebody saying I'm not going to make a cake because you're gay, and I'm not going to make you a cake because you're black? What's the difference?
One's a choice.
No.
Well,
They're
that's what they would
they're all-
argue.
Well,
You're choosing deviant behavior. That's not me.
I
I'm not
understand
saying
that.
that.
But you're okay. I mean, I'm just saying that it's
Yeah.
It's
I don't think there's any more choice to being gay than there is me being straight.
Right.
Right. It wasn't a choice I made. My eyes were, when I got to a certain age, I was attracted to certain things.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen to be.
right.
Sorry.
Yeah, babysitter fucking flipped you straight.
Hell yeah.
Atta girl.
Under the bra. Got them titties under the bra, 10 years old.
Good boy.
Yeah, so if you walked into a bakery that was run clearly by a gay couple, and you said, "Hey, I want to have a wedding cake made," and they were like, "Yeah, we don't make cakes for straight weddings.
Yeah.
We're exclusively a gay bakery." Would you walk out of there and be like, "Fuck those guys," or would you be like, "All right, they're catering to this"?
Hard to say.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
I think I'd be offended and be like,
I
"Dude,
would too.
fuck
It's
you! I heard your
exactly-
cakes are
it's-
great."
Discrimination is discrimination on any
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
On any level.
They
But
should
you
do
get
that.
to
They
hide-
should
you
do
get
that,
to hide
though.
behind your religious beliefs for it.
Yeah.
It makes it this weird gray area.
So can you have like a strongly held belief that straight people are fucking monsters historically to the gay, and that's why I want to make them a cake?
Theoretically, you could.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's a weird thing to where you can. I don't want to make it because you're gay because I don't like the gays.
Yeah.
Is wrong. To say I don't want to do it because you're gay because of my religious beliefs is somehow protected.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a weird situation.
I wonder how many gay people would just move on. Like, it's not worth it. It's
Right.
not worth getting the press involved and
No, and
going
I would
to the
think
police
at that point
station.
I would
Like, there's going to be shitty events in all of our
Right,
lives.
I don't want to give those pieces of shit my money anyway.
Right,
I'm going to go
right.
find myself a fabulous gay baker and have him make me a fabulously gay cake.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I would do. But at the same time, you know,
Yeah.
People get
What do you
bugged.
do when your beliefs intersect with someone's rights?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, where do you go?
It's not like
Historically,
there's a sign on
religion's
the
won out.
door says no boo-foos.
Right.
Yeah, no mo's for here. Sorry,
Right.
this is straight cake only. Mm-hmm. You know, it'd be one
It
thing
must
if
have
it
just
said
been
it.
like, we want 2 grooms or two.
Whatever it was, and they could have just been come in and just been fucking fabulously gay and flamboyant
Yeah.
and shit, and it
Yeah.
was somebody that was like, "Get the fuck out of my
Yeah,
stuff."
I'm not making you a cake.
Right.
And then would you, even if they were forced to make you that cake, would you even eat it?
No, I would take it.
wouldn't.
I would buy it. I would pay for it, and I would throw
Throw
it
it
on
in
the
the
fucking
garbage.
floor.
Yeah.
right in front of them.
Yeah.
You clean it up, you fuck.
So this university was founded by the Free Methodist Church, a denomination whose religious convictions do not recognize same-sex marriage. Well, you should. It's a thing.
Yeah, I know.
Same-sex relationships are also prohibited in the university's lifestyle expectations guide for full-time employees. In May, a group of students led a walkout that reportedly included hundreds of students leaving classrooms to demonstrate against the university's policy and advocate for LGBTQ faculty and staff members. A group of students protested by handing out pride flags to the school's interim president rather than shaking his hand when receiving diplomas.
That's pretty great.
He's just like, "Ow, shit." It's like burning his hand every time he grabs a pride flag.
Awesome.
Dean Cato, chair of the Board of Trustees and a defendant in the new lawsuit, said, "We acknowledge there is a disagreement among people of faith on the topic of sexuality and identity, but after careful and prayerful deliberation,
we're gonna pray on that shit.
We believe these longstanding employee expectations are consistent with the university's mission and statement of faith that reflect a traditional view on biblical marriage and sexuality." Following weeks of protests, the group said it would move forward with legal action. After a meeting with Cato and Manjares on July 1, the group wrote, "The board is elected to refuse our demands, meaning we'll be moving forward with litigation." They've also launched a GoFundMe to raise funds for the legal costs. I don't know. I mean, you can always find the people who are going to disagree with you, especially if you've got a gay lifestyle. You have to understand that there's a pretty large group of people worldwide that totally don't agree with it.
Absolutely right.
It's getting more and more, but if you want to, you can find these places that don't adhere to what your values are, that don't believe in it.
It's like racism. You can't end this shit through policy.
No.
You can't mandate the end of racism. You can't mandate the end of homophobia, things like that.
Yeah.
It's a generational thing.
Yeah.
So people that feel and think and believe that way, feel and think and believe that way. You cannot change their mind.
No.
Every generation becomes a bit more tolerant inherently.
Yeah.
Right? It has to age itself out. Right? You can't just mandate this thing. And that's where we're at now, where they want to just
close to that though.
Well, we're getting the problem is that's what they want to do. They want to implement these rules, these mandates, these policies that you can't do. Well, okay, you can't change somebody. Now it's different. Like racism is one thing. I mean, what you think and what you do are two completely different things, right? I mean, you're in control of your own stuff. You can think whatever the fuck you want. Right? You're not going to convince this guy to not be racist, right? The 80-year-old grandpa that just drops N-bombs every other word, right?
Right.
You're not going to convince him not to be racist. At the same time, but you can't let him influence hiring practices and things like that to where it. But you're not going to change his mind.
No.
But that will age out. Those people will die, and more tolerant people will come in behind them.
They seem to be getting more aggressive, the people that want to
demand. That's what I'm saying. They want it now. And it doesn't work that way.
No. And you're never... Here's the one thing that's so fucked up about the tactic is because you're never, ever going to get there yelling at someone.
And that makes it that much worse. Exactly right. It's counterproductive.
Who's the guy Rogan had on? He was fucking great. He was like a jazz musician in New Orleans. Big black dude. And they had quite a Klan presence there. And he fucking went to one of the Klan rallies. Black dude.
Yeah.
They're in robes, grand dragons, the whole fucking Harry Potter universe of fucking wizarded up dudes.
Yeah.
And this guy's giving a speech, and I'm probably fucking up the story, but Rogan had him on a couple of years ago. And this guy famously started talking to like the Grand Wizard. And now, fast forward a few years, they're best friends. This guy's dismantled the Klan, and the black guy has the Grand Wizard's robe at his house.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Changed by simply sitting down and having a reasonable conversation going, I know you've probably never met a black guy.
Yeah.
But my name's Carl, whatever his name was, and struck up this friendship, lifelong friendship.
That's fucking amazing.
And changed everything.
That's outstanding.
Yeah.
But
that's how you do it.
And that's how you do it. And that's the only
And
way
that's
you
with a
can do
Klan fucking leader.
Right.
A Klan leader.
And let me tell you, if he doesn't do that, and he goes out there and starts picketing and boycotting and protesting and doing all that shit, he's just amplifying the situation.
Yeah. This is how these people behave. Look at them. They're animals.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
They're shutting down our megaphones and our microphones.
And that's exactly what's been going on right now.
Yeah.
That's what this moment in time is the megaphone. Like they don't understand that they're doing more harm than good.
Yeah.
Even though their heart's in the right place, we say it all the time, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. But how you do it, how you do what you do is more important than what you are doing.
Yeah. It comes off as a stupid virtue signal.
Yes.
When you just want to be the loudest person there and demand that to silence everyone, You're better off letting them talk. Let them dig their own hole.
Right.
Let them make their fucking weak argument.
Absolutely.
Their argument is garbage. If your argument is that we're a superior race to you, your argument is a losing argument.
It's invalid.
Right.
Right.
Let him speak. Why would you want to silence that? Let him speak and let as many people as possible hear that and go,
Exactly right.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
This guy's, yeah.
No, I wholeheartedly agree and believe that it's a generational thing.
Yeah.
You can't policy it away. You can't mandate it away.
you
And
can't.
the harder you push and the louder you go, the worse it's going to be, and the harder it's going to be to
Yeah.
reverse.
Yeah.
That you just have to let it play out the way it plays out.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, that guy, that's a fantastic story.
Yeah.
It really is,
Yeah.
because that's what needs to happen. Mm-hmm. And that speaks volumes to where we're at as a country right now. The left and the right, the division that we have of nobody listening to anybody, of these other people. If they're just on the other side of the aisle,
Yeah.
that they are just automatically your
Evil
enemy.
and- yeah.
They're just your enemy no matter what.
Not to mention that story highlights that from the most extreme positions
Yes.
can crumble to ash.
Yep.
In a simple sit down, just, hey, I'm a black guy. I'm here. Let's sit down at this picnic table and just bullshit a little
Yeah.
bit.
And
And
let's
you're
just talk
going
for
to
a
find
second.
out that you have way more in common than you realize.
Yep.
And, to become best friends with
Exactly.
what you're screaming from a fucking, a barn somewhere with a burning cross in the yard is able to all fall away and
Just
die.
like that.
Just like that.
It is. It's fucking
great.
That's the feel good story of the year.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I know it's a couple years old, but
Yeah,
for me
and
anyway.
maybe they might have even done. I think 60 Minutes did a piece on him.
Really,
a few
I'm
years
sure
ago.
it's.
But yeah, it's great.
And you saying that triggers some that I remember that story
Yeah.
on some level.
yeah,
But it's still it bears repeating.
Yeah.
It bears repeating over and over and over.
well, I don't know how you get to another place because it seems like now it's so much about emotion.
Yep.
That you're not able to hold yourself in control long enough to have a conversation that's meaningful.
Exactly right.
And that's what we're seeing is
Yeah.
just like
And props to the
lose
Klan
your mind.
guy to actually agreeing to sit down and have the conversation
Yeah.
with the guy and having an open enough mind to allow himself to be put in a position
Yeah.
to have his mind changed.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem. People just dig their fucking heels in,
Yep.
and it doesn't matter. Like, you
and
see
that
all this
probably
stuff-
took work.
I'm sure.
That probably took a work on both
It
sides.
wasn't easy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it took work for the fucking black guy not to reach across the table and choke the fucking guy
Yeah,
out. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
On both sides. That's what it takes. It takes
Yeah.
concessions. It takes open-mindedness.
Yeah.
It takes kindness.
Yeah.
Well, really what
God
it is.
gave you 2 ears for listening and only one mouth.
Yeah,
something
for
like
sucking
that.
dick.
All right, let's get to some email. Dr. Oz. Hey, Mike. I play golf with a lib each week, and I often ask him questions about the nonsense he believes in. I have the answer to how people like John Fetterwoman win. The answer is QAnon.
Funny that you mentioned that. Yeah, go ahead.
You more than likely are unaware of what QAnon is, as most right-leaning people are. You might think it's a small number of crazy people waiting for JFK to return. What it actually is a make-believe boogeyman made up by the left to link the right to Trump. You see, they can't run a campaign off of what their party has accomplished, so instead they rely on Orange Man bad theory. Well, there's truth to that, but out of the QAnon thing,
I mean, I've seen people that are diehard. I mean,
Yeah.
like, watch that documentary.
that documentary's
There's-
scary as shit.
Exactly right. So I don't believe that it's totally made up.
Yeah.
Unless
It's fringe.
Well, here's the thing. Here could be the brilliance behind all that. If it's a left-driven, if Q is left, and is creating this shenanigans,
Yeah. To make them look
That-
bad. That's devious.
that is spectacular. If that is, then that might be the greatest thing the left's done in a long time.
Well, they can organize. If they can connect candidates to Trump by claiming they're QAnon members, they can scare their useful idiots to vote the way they want. The scary part about this is it's working. My golf partner with a straight face explained to me that Tudor Dixon and Dr. Oz and every other Republican believe that Trump is still leading the country and Soup is going to be arrested any day. There are no levels of facts that will reason with people like this. It's scary. With love, Connor, Boner, Bone Job, Pablo, and what other names you've come up with for me. The shows have been so much better lately. Addition by subtraction.
I see
Yeah,
what you did
see
there.
what he did there?
Yep, I see
Yep.
what you did there.
I had to name him. He needs his name. which leads to this one.
Oh, boy.
Bone Job.
Okay.
Shout out to Bone Job. I love his emails. Best of all, he saves me the time of addressing Etard's shortcomings. Ew, gross. Shortcomings.
Yeah, got it.
Aside from that, they are accurate and spot on. Bone Job. I'll give you a shout out. Bone Job.
All right. Bone Job. Wait, who is that from?
James.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is from.
We gotta diversify our email, please.
Yeah,
Listeners,
we need more. Is it?
Please take a minute.
This is from. Is it really?
Listen, I know there's so many people that have opinions.
Yeah.
And want to say things. For the love of God.
Send us some emails. We'd love to hear
Diversify our
from you.
email.
Walters
please.
at DetroitCast.com.
I love James. Love Bone Job.
Yeah.
Pablo to me.
Hey, Mike, I just watched a good documentary about Morton Downey Jr.,
Oh, okay.
The Mouth. Check out the documentary for free on Amazon Prime Video. Evocateur, the Morton Downey Jr.
Is that really
movie.
free though?
Well,
Yeah.
I know what he means. If you've got a subscription, then
Of
it's
course.
free. If he was around today, he would be labeled extreme far right. The show only ran for 2 years, from 87 to 89. One of my favorite parts of the movie was with Al Sharpton. The Tawana Brawley scandal was an early example of the doughy and supple Al Sharpton being a race hustler. Morton had a show at the Apollo Theater with him, and the crowd called him and the case out as fraud, and he got shoved around. He had a Trump-like following early on, yet his downfall was Smollett-like. Check it out. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. From Randy. Okay.
Randy.
I actually I read this email earlier, and I went to Amazon Prime to look the Morton Downey Jr. movie up. I don't know if it's new, but the first thing that popped up was a Randy Rhoads documentary that's brand new.
Oh, and that's what I came home to you.
Yeah.
Already wrote that.
So I went in with all the
Welcome
intentions.
to the ADD of Mike Walters.
I was like, ooh, Randy Rhoads, Ozzy Osbourne, Quiet Riot guitarist.
Why did you put? Okay, this is
It
from
came
Randy.
up on the homepage.
All right.
I didn't type anything in. It
gotcha.
it was like, hey, new thing,
Oh, yeah.
Randy Rhoads, and I was like, oh,
all right.
so maybe I'll circle back
Fuck
to
the
Morton
mouth.
Downey.
We're going Randy Rhoads.
Going Randy Rhoads.
Snowblind.
Let's see here. Okay, we'll do one more.
Uno más, señor. Por favor.
We'll do two more.
Dos más. Por favor, señor.
Hey, Mike and T-Roy. Thanks again for putting on the show. Finally got around to becoming a Patreon member. Apologies for the delay. You're forgiven this time. And unlike Mr. Bone Job, I don't need the shout out. Just keep making good shows. John. P.S. I didn't see where to put a size for the t-shirt. XL, please. I signed up during a boring conference call today and might have missed that. Thanks again, guys.
Oh, that is our Jonathan.
Yeah.
No N.
Jon.
Hey, buddy.
Looks good on paper.
Did he say John? Just Jon?
Jon,
Okay,
yeah.
there you go. Answers that question.
Yeah.
You could have saved us a lot of bullshit earlier if you would have remembered that.
Yeah. No, I never remember names or anything.
I know.
You know what you did? I guarantee you signed up on your phone. And in order to put the t-shirt size or address in,
it's gotta
I
be
think
on
it's
the-
got to be through.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's got to be on the
computer.
laptop or whatever.
If we can't figure it out, John, we'll get connected with you, and
we'll take care of you.
Yeah,
Make sure.
We'll get it going. All right, last one. Prime rib dinner.
Oh.
Dear Mike and Troy, for a belated birthday dinner, love to treat yourself and T-Roy to the best prime rib in Oakland County at my family's restaurant.
Okay, I'm listening.
Anytime on a Friday or Saturday evening in October would be perfect. Just shoot me an email. Sincerely, Forey Milzow.
Forey Milzow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could you go for the best prime rib in this Oakland County?
Is the Pope shit in his hat?
Yep. Sure
yeah.
does. Does Biden shit in the Pope's hat?
At least in his office.
This better not be a joke.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, you don't fuck
Don't
around
fuck
with
with
that
us
stuff.
with our stomachs
Yeah.
and dinner.
Right.
Count us
didn't-
in, sir.
We haven't
Do we
posted the
get-
picture of my fillets.
We should.
We should just put that out there so people don't understand what
level.
we're dealing with in
Yeah,
here. So if you want to throw around best prime rib,
And how many
Oakland
people?
County.
Do we get a party of 10? Or is
we'll
it
see.
just me and you?
You've got the email. We'll,
I know.
We'll reach out.
Well, Forey is very, very. He didn't let me know if we can bring like 40 of our closest friends and
Did not.
family.
He said to you and I.
He said Mike and T. Roy.
Yes.
And he did say T space Roy.
I would assume we at least get a +1.
I don't know. Maybe he's counting me as your +1 and you as my +1.
Well, that's quite an
Forey,
inference.
we have some serious questions. We're going to need you to clarify.
Yeah, we'll follow up on this.
But we could
But,
both go for the prime rib.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can definitely go for some nice
prime rib.
best prime rib in Oakland County.
Well, I don't usually get prime rib.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm assuming I got a fillet. I can
Is that
fuck
is
up.
that is
You could
is
get
that
the-
below you?
No. I just it's usually a little more undercooked than I liked. Prime rib.
Okay.
So I don't know. We're gonna have to work this out.
Yeah,
We got a lot of.
I hate to tell you, your fillets are overcooked too.
No, they're not. Mine was perfect the other day.
Listen, it was perfect for you.
Perfect.
It was overcooked.
No, medium, pink throughout. All right, we'll leave it there. Thanks everybody for hanging with us today. We certainly appreciate it. We got one more show tomorrow, and then we're gonna relink with 3G, Greg Henson on Friday. Try and figure that out finally. Sure. But yeah, thank you everybody for hanging with us. We will do it again tomorrow. We'll see you then.